and nearby hills early in the morning. A chance of light morning showers over the eastern suburbs. A top tomorrow of 15 after an overnight low of 6. Wednesday, a possible late shower, 15. Thursday, a shower or two, 14. Friday, partly cloudy and 15 degrees. Now in Melbourne, it's 13 degrees. ABC News.
Good evening and welcome to PM. I'm Mark Colvin. Among our stories tonight, at least 19 African delegates from the AIDS 2014 conference stayed behind in Melbourne in a bid to apply for asylum. The Treasurer, Joe Hockey, continues his meetings with crossbench senators to try to ensure that they won't block billions of dollars worth of changes to the budget. And the Fair Works Ombudsman issues stern warning to Australian farmers relying on labour hire firms and paying below-award wages to backpackers on working visas.
What I would say to growers in that kind of situation, if you're not employing the people who are working on your farm, but you are closing your eyes to the fact that these workers are being consulted and they're not being paid their minimum rate, you could be found liable.
Those stories coming up on tonight's edition of PM. There are conflicting reports this afternoon over a baby with Down syndrome allegedly abandoned by its Australian parents in Thailand after being born to a surrogate mother. The baby boy is currently in hospital and his surrogate mother has told journalists that his Australian parents abandoned him when they took his twin sister home but left him behind. An online campaign to raise funds for the baby has raised more than $200,000, but there is some confusion as to who's behind that campaign. Our Southeast Asia correspondent Samantha Hawley has been investigating the story and joins me now. Sam, first of all, what do you know about this baby, its parentage, and the confusion and conflicting reports around it?
Well, what we do know is that this mother, the surrogate mother, gave birth to twins in December last year. We know that to be true. We know that there was a girl and we know that there was a boy, and from her account she says that at 4 months, when she was 4 months pregnant, it was established that the boy had Down syndrome. She says she wasn't told about that until she was 7 months pregnant, at which point the parents from Western Australia asked her to abort both babies. She said she could not do that because of Thai culture and her religious beliefs. She then said they came up with a plan that the parents from Western Australia would take the girl home and they would leave the boy, and they had arranged to have that boy placed into an institution. But this is the surrogate mother, says that she wasn't comfortable with that. In an extended interview on 7:30 tonight, she says that if that had happened, the boy would receive no love at all, and so she chose then to keep the boy. Now that's her account of what happened.
And as we know, the family here are disputing that account to the extent that they say that they didn't know anything about the boy. It's obviously difficult to disentangle that particular story, but you have been investigating this whole surrogacy industry there. What have you discovered?
Well, I've discovered a largely unregulated industry. I've discovered that there's been a 500% increase in the number of Australians that are coming here to undertake IVF or use surrogates in the last year, so a huge increase. Now that's partly due to the fact that there was a crackdown on the industry in India, so there was one area or country, I guess, where you could go to use surrogates that was really clamped down on, and it led to a great increase here. We've also had a look at some other cases. For instance, gender selection here was still allowed until very recently, in recent weeks. So we've followed an Australian woman who came here largely because she wanted to gender select. She wanted to have a baby girl and not a baby boy. We also caught up with a Australian gay couple who have successfully had a baby girl, and they've gone home now with that baby girl. Now everything they did was a sort of best practice, but there are many things within the industry here that most certainly are not.
Now, to take you back to the gender selection, did that involve aborting children not of the desired gender?
No, it didn't. It involved choosing fertilised embryos that were female and discarding of embryos, fertilised embryos that were not.
And you say that was legal and has now been made illegal?
Well, that's right, but I think the law in Thailand was rather hazy, if I can put it that way. I think people were taking advantage of the fact that the law wasn't very clear. But the ruling military now has been cracking down in all sorts of areas, Mark, across the board, really. But this is one of them. They really do see it as a sort of moral disgrace for the country, and they've now said that any surrogacy into the future must be between a husband and a wife and a relative, as it is in Australia, and also that gender selecting is against the law.
And there have been reports of unwanted fertilised eggs sold on the black market?
Yes, that's right. There are reports that some people sell eggs on to get a discounted rate when they're having their IVF treatment. So there's this sort of horrifying story that we've been hearing of in recent days about the Down syndrome boy, but there's many other sort of quite disturbing stories within the IVF surrogacy industry in Thailand, including that people do sell their eggs on the black market.
And as you said, you'll be reporting more on this on 7:30 tonight, but just one last question, which is, if this has been such a big industry, why do you think it's gone unreported largely until now?
I think sometimes it does take a case like this to really highlight an industry that has gone unnoticed. I suppose it takes a bit of devastating news like this to bring it to light. So up until now, of course, there's been big money to be made in this country, big money changing hands between surrogacy agencies, doctors, fertility clinics,